has to. So that's what I did. I'm talking to you. I've only been the candidate now for less than an hour, and I'm talking to the media.
What's your political experience outside of working with Andrew? You would have run elections on some level in the past.
Oh yeah, I mean, look,
what's that?
Most people that go into politics have some sort of, you don't come to politics without some sort of, having done it before. So I've certainly worked on state campaigns and federal campaigns, and, as every candidate does.
Cool. Have you been? I guess what I'm getting at is, have you been elected to a post before? Have you been elected to a student union, a student presidency? Have you won an election?
Oh, I've won party elections in party units, but certainly not. No, I haven't run for state parliament before. I haven't run for any other positions out in the public. But I've certainly won elections within the party.
Lofty goal, making the first post a federal seat.
Why not? If I can make a difference here, and if I can stand up for the people and do what my Labor opponent hasn't done, that's what's important at the end of the day.
Can you match? I mean, obviously you're not running against Kevin Rudd or Wayne Swan. Can you match the calibre of some of these heavy-duty politicians that have been doing it for longer than you've been alive?
Well, let's have a look at my Labor opponent in this electorate, because that's what's important. He was a state Labor MP, and he is directly responsible for state Labor failures in this area, and there are many. Then he was a federal MP and did very little. So the question is, can he keep up with me?
What about experience? He was elected before you were born.
I understand that. That's just reality.
Does that count for anything?
No, I don't think so. I think what matters is what I bring to the job. And as I said to you before, I bring a fresh approach, a clean approach, a lot of energy, very strong ideals, and an ability to listen. And then stand up for the local people in the community, in the media, in the parliament, and in my own party room.
Okay. And if I can sort of go to slightly more personal, your values from family, what is it that's important to you that's been instilled in you?
Well, my father, is a man that works with his hands. He sort of has a very strong sense of right and wrong, and that's what guides me in life, is this very strong sense of right and wrong. And you need that in politics if you're going to stay true to your values, and I certainly will be. I call it my Teflon coating, and you need that to stay true to your values and make a difference.
You feel as though you have that thick skin?
You have to, and it's the farmer in me again. You take tough knocks and you brush it off and you pick yourself up and you get on with the job, and that's what matters to me, is doing my job.
How do you feel about buying into all the issues going on? Do you have a view on, for example, the ETS?
Well, I think the ETS, I'm quite happy to have a chat about any policy issue. The ETS is quite simply a huge tax that's going to be placing a huge burden on small business, on families. The great thing about Tony Abbott's policy, not only does it directly fight climate change through an incentive-based approach, unlike Mr Rudd's tax, it also invests in the future of our country. I mean, it's investing in green jobs, it's investing in innovative Australian technology, and it's growing the productive capacity of our economy for the future. And all the while, Mr Rudd's putting a tax on small business and families.
Barnaby Joyce has been removed from the finance portfolio. Right move, wrong move?
Oh, I think Barnaby should be where Barnaby does his best job. And I know I've certainly met the guy a few times, and he's very good at sticking up for regional Australia, sticking up for infrastructure, and I think he'll do a very good job there.
Your, I guess, hero might be the wrong type of word, but who is it that you would have idolised, I guess, in terms of a political sense? Have you been influenced by anybody in particular?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, everyone has their own little idols. Philosophically, I think Robert Menzies had a message that the LNP also has that message today. His message was about the forgotten people. In my electorate in Longman here, there are many, many people that have been forgotten by Labor, and I'm about reconnecting with those people, standing up for them and being their voice that they haven't had.
Personally now, aside from politics, if I can find out just a little bit about yourself, what's your arrangement at the moment? You mentioned before you don't live at home. Are you engaged, married? What? I
have a partner. Okay. I have a long-term relationship with her, and it's great because I can come home and she's not particularly political, and she can tell me I'm an idiot. She can tell me to do the dishes, and it brings you back to earth.
So you'll be staying grounded then.
Yeah, and you need to in this business. It's very important to stay grounded, and
And again, personally, favourite. You a sports fan? Are you into music? What's the person behind the candidate?
I was saying before, I love being on the water. I love getting out and sailing and water skiing and fishing, because I grew up on the Pumicestone Passage, and it's a beautiful part of Longman here is the Pumicestone Passage and Moreton Bay. So if I do have some free time, and unfortunately over the next few whiles I won't have a lot, I'll be out in the water and chilling out with my mates and water skiing and fishing and sailing.
Favourite music?
I like whatever's on on the radio at the moment. A big fan of U2 and always have been. Nice to meet you.
We've got a South African ball game tonight as well.
Oh yeah.
Making money from the
How many strawberries you have?
1,250,000 points.
Wow. You got more than we got 525,000.
Where are you? Down in the limber there somewhere.
Well, Roy's Road. You know,
Oh,
as you
yeah,
get-
yeah.
Well, Wyatt Roy. It's named after the family. Henry
just
Roy's the
twins.
dad. Oh, are you?
Twin- yeah,
Oh,
twins,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, small world.
Yeah. We need some young blood in this.
We need someone that's going to do their job.
That's right. That's right.
At the end of the day, I
You know,
think
they
young
were
blood's a
going
good
on
thing.
about how old you are, and it's like, well, you know, 19-year-olds these days are, you know, a lot older than they were 20 years ago. I think you do a great job.
Well, if the other bloke's not going to do his job and I am,
That's right.
that's what matters.
That's right.
No, it's good. Thanks for the
It's
support too.
fantastic. No worries.
No, and this is it. I think people are happy to give me a fair go.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, mate. I've got to get going. Thanks for that. Nice meeting you. I'll see you around.